What's going on, everybody? Good morning. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. It's like 46 degrees this morning, and I finally get to try to complete one of the projects that I have been waiting on to get done, and that is the firewood shed. So in the last video, I showed you guys I had the truck loaded down with the oak lumber, and this is going to be all the siding. This is a little bit of a mix of red oak and white oak, and I think it's going to look good. It is green cut lumber. So if you're not familiar with what green cut lumber is, that is lumber that they have taken from a log, cut it into dimensional lumber, and just put it right on the truck pretty much. They banded it together, but it was just cut like 2 days ago. So it's still pretty wet. It's not dried. It's not kiln dried. If you did not do anything with this and it's set here for, you know, maybe a month, a couple weeks, once it starts drying, it is going to start warping. It's going to start bowing. So when you use green cut lumber, you want to try to use it as soon as possible. And I know some people are going to say, why did you get green cut lumber? Why didn't you just get regular lumber or kiln dried lumber? I wanted to do this in oak, and if you have never worked with dried oak, you pretty much can't even drive a nail through it. It gets so hard. It is super hard to work with as far as putting screws in it, using nails. You pretty much got to pre-drill all your holes, and it's just a lot more work. So this will look exactly the same. It will be just as good. I plan to put it up, let it dry a little bit, and then we'll come back with some type of a sealer, and that will protect it for a long time. Oak is very durable. It's a very hard wood, and it lasts a long time. If you see all these big rigs and these big trailers going down the highway and stuff, a lot of times if they have a wood deck on them, they're made out of oak lumber because it just lasts so long and it's so strong. So I'm going to leave the lumber on the truck. I'm going to start loading up my tools. I'm going to bring that power bank, a table saw, and just some little stuff like that, and then we'll pull the truck over there and we'll get busy. And then after that, I don't want to just do all this video just on working on that shed, but after I get done, we'll go feed the animals, check out on some things, and see how the new buck's doing. Okay, fast forward a little bit, and I went ahead and put the back on because I got an overlap from the sides that's going to cover the horizontals on the back. But let me show you what I got so far. This is what it is going to look like. I can't really show you from the back because it's on the other side of the fence, but I'm going to set the camera up when I do this side right here, and I'll kind of show you guys the transformation. But Smeagol approves of it. He likes it. And one thing about this rough cut lumber, guys, is it's not perfectly 6 inches. When I say it's a 1x6, it's actually 3/4 by 5 3/4. But some of the ends are a little narrower, and then sometimes they'll taper up or down. So it just depends. But you can see this is quarter sawn lumber. So the saw blade cuts like this rather than like that. Pretty cool. It looks really cool. It looks rustic. But one thing on this lumber like this, when you order it straight from the sawmill, on this oak and stuff, it usually has some split ends like this, so they cut it about a foot longer than what you order it. That way you can cut the bad parts off. Like some of them ain't that bad, but some of them look like this here, like that right there. And it's not bad because when this oak hardens, dries, it's going to be hard as a rock, and you just kind of want to cut the bad spots off. So I try to pick the ends and then cut my bad spots off or the cracks. But you can see my workstation. I got my Blue Yeti set up. I got my Ryobi chop saw, miter saw, whatever you want to call it, and this is the finished wall. And boy, did this strengthen this thing up. I've got screws in every stud on the back, and like I said, I went ahead and put this wall support up because when I stack the firewood in here, I think I'm going to stack it long ways like this, and the ricks will be pushing up against this, and this stud is screwed and nailed up there and then on the bottom as well, so it should hold a lot of weight. And like I said, this stuff is still wet, so every time I'm putting a screw in there, there's a lot of moisture coming out, and it's gonna dry, it's gonna shrink a little bit, and it's gonna be really hard. Well, the sunshine is really shining now, and as you can see, the building is done. So let's take a little look at this. So I don't know if you guys can tell, I probably am going to speed up the building process, put a little time lapse on there or something, fast forward it or whatever, but some of these was already bowed. So you could see me put a screw in right here, and then I'd come back to the end and try to pull it down, just because sometimes they are bowed when they're wet even. But as long as they're wet, you can kind of work with them a little more. But here's where we're at right now. Here's the other side. So I kind of like the natural color myself. Rachel come out here and said it looked good. She said, well, I wonder what it would look like if we stained it like a darker color. But I don't know. I might just put a clear sealant on there. Maybe we'll stain it darker. I don't know. But the firewood shed is pretty much done. All we got to do now is let the lumber dry, and then we'll seal it, and then hopefully it'll last us a long time. So I'm glad to knock this project off my list. So sometime today we have got to catch some little bucks. So the new Kiko buck we got is doing his job. I seen him do his job today, earlier this morning, but there's two other little bucks over there that is following him and trying to do their job too. They're still young, but they could probably do it. So anyways, here in a little bit, Rachel and I have got to go catch some goats and get them separated. Look at this. I got one of the little dust devil things. It's like a little tornado. See if it comes back. Of course, when I get the camera on it, it's gonna stop. Oh well. Yoshi and Yonegs out there, look at that. They're the cutest couple ever. They're being nice right now. Sitting there eating on something. But anyways, I'm gonna go in the house. I gotta go put all the tools up, go in the house and rest a little bit, and we'll come out and I'm gonna have to feed to be able to catch all these little bucklings because they're too fast for me just to grab. So we'll feed them, and then we'll get them separated into their own pen. And then there's a little buck over in the Pico pen that we gotta grab too and stick him in. We're gonna stick them all in the hog pen for now, just to keep them separated until we can sell them. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so we are back home. Well, you didn't even know we left, but we had to leave. We had a family emergency. We had to leave, and we're back home now. It's evening time. The sun's starting to go down. Rachel and I have a few bucks. Here, let's put this in the wagon. So we're gonna go ahead and catch some bucks. We got a buck over in the Pico pen, like I said. All the animals are waiting. Mojo's waiting. He said, Dad, it's dinner time. And he said, Mom's here, so I'm gonna come eat this time when you tell me. He's a good boy. Yeah, you're a good boy. You a good boy? You don't want to play? Alright, I'm gonna grab some food, and you can see all of them, they're all waiting. Skeeter's going crazy because he's been in the house for a little bit. So let me grab some food, and I gotta put a new battery in this camera, and then we'll go catch a buck. He said, hey Mom. Hi Sugar. Hey Mr. Smeagol man, what you know? You ready to go feed these goats? We gotta catch some bucks tonight. Come on. Alright Mom, let's go catch this buck. He said, I'm just ready for the kibble. I got some eggs for you too. You got the wagon?
Yeah, I don't know if I got the the crate, but I got the wagon.
So while we're walking over there, I'm gonna fill you guys in on the story. So as I was just wrapping up the woodshed, Rachel's brother called and said that one of my nephews and one of my best friends that I grew up with actually had a bad accident today. So he was going over to go hog hunting at one of our other niece and nephew's house, and he actually was climbing up in a deer stand, and one of the limbs broke and he fell down and he hit the ground, and he pretty much just about cut his ankle off. He had a compound fracture and he bled a lot, and luckily he's a Marine, so he knew exactly what to do. He was about 3/4 of a mile away from his truck, but he had a four-wheeler, and he knew what to do, how to take care of himself, and then call an ambulance. And luckily they got there in time, and he made it to the hospital, and he's going through surgery like right now. Rachel and I and the kids just got home. So that was something we didn't expect, but I think he'll be fine. He's doing good so far. So.
He was very, very lucky.
Yeah. All right, Skeeter. This is dinner time for Mojo. All right, so where is the little buck? Here he is, right here. This is the guy we're gonna be catching. He don't even care about food right now. He's too worried about the ladies. So, I'll let you feed Mojo here in a second, and then I'll grab him and we'll stick him in there. And you'll probably have to hold this cage so he don't fall off, because this big cage won't hardly fit in that gorilla cart. So,
Okay.
Mo, are you gonna get up and eat?
Come on, Mo. He said, Dad, I'm waiting on you to tell the story.
Here, I'll let you hold the camera so I can feed it real quick. And then I'm gonna grab this buck.
Okay.
You hear him? He's like, look at him. He's like, ooh.
What was that?
Ooh. He sounds like a zombie or something. You hear him?
Yeah.
I'm wearing Crocs and I am filthy because I got sawdust and stuff all over
There
me.
he goes. Look at his hair on his back.
He's going crazy. He's going crazy for the women. Ooh.
He don't know what he wants. If he wants the ladies or if he wants to eat.
I don't know what's picking up. Alright. Excuse me.
You want me to feed Mo now?
Yeah, go ahead and feed him.
Mojo, you ready to eat? Come on, Mo.
Come on. I'm gonna get all this feed out of my Crocs. So I said I was wearing Crocs and I went to the hospital and I pulled this Croc off and looked at my feet. Look at this. And I was just
show that on camera.
I don't care. Yeah, I was so dirty. But you know, when your family's in an emergency, you do what you gotta do. I didn't have time to take a shower and change. I just wore my Crocs and come back home, get back on the farm, and we'll go back to work.
Okay, you want this camera so I can feed Mo?
Go ahead and feed him, and then I'm gonna grab this buck while he's eating still. Yo! What is that on you? You got purple in your hair. You've been trying to dye your hair or what? Hey Yoshi. You know, bud. It's like a teddy bear. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You got egg all over your hand?
Yep.
Sneak attack. Okay. Get your head out of there. Come here. I've already lost.
Let me see his face.
I've already lost one tooth to your grandpa.
He sure is cute.
He is a cute little guy. Look at this. You know what these are for? If you know what these are for, leave a comment down below. I'm not going to tell you. They're called waddles. We're just hanging out.
We're just hanging out.
What is it, Skeet? Okay, come here.
All right, I'll hold this cage.
Oh, he smells like a buck. Ugh. I'm glad I didn't take a shower yet. Okay.
That don't even phase Mojo.
Mojo's seen it all.
Now
Skeeter don't
Skeeter,
like it.
he don't like it. He said, what am I supposed to do, Dad? Am I supposed to get him?
You just watch. All right. One down. I think we got 2 or 3 more to go. I don't even remember how many's over there.
I think 3, but I don't know for sure. Skeeter don't like it.
Skeeter, you want to help me push? Thank you. Come on, Skeet. Push the wagon. Push. Push, Skeet. All right.
Oh, Skeeter.
He's helping me push.
Is he?
Yep. I can tell when he jumped up there, actually, he is pushing.
Okay, Skeet, get back. I don't want you to run over.
He's like, you're taking me away from the girls. Smeagol, are you leading the way or what?
The boys are trying to help you out. You know?
Skeeter, that's good. You're gonna have new friends. Alright, Skeet.
You don't like it.
It's just a little buck.
Listen to him whining.
It's fine. So where you taking me, mister?
You didn't approve the farm plans with Skeeter. He is the sheriff.
Skeeter's the transport.
You didn't brief him on what the plan
He already knew. We already talked about it earlier.
was. Okay.
There's a little spot to get right there.
What do you think, Leesky?
Alright, I'm gonna feed them and kind of grab them.
I see you, boy.
Save these for the bucks.
What are you doing? Boy, you're talented. Look at you. Good boy.
I had a chance to grab two, you can't grab two. Okay.
Real live farm action right here.
Yeah, can you hold one for me?
Okay.
Okay. Open. One more in there.
Look at you.
Little black one.
You're a stud. You're a stud. What do you think, Skeet? Huh? You keep an eye on him, okay? It's okay, guys. It's all right. Needs any help or not?
Where's Earl? Stinky bugs. Okay. Room for one more. All right. What is that, a quarter dozen bucks? You ever heard anyone say a quarter dozen?
I don't believe I have.
Wait, quarter dozen.
Good job, Skeeter. You helped out a bunch.
It's a third. So look at this one's little face and look at his ear. It's always been bent back like that. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
There is a way to correct that. We just...
No, it don't hurt anything. It doesn't bother anything. So I'm gonna wait. We're gonna haul the goats. We're gonna take the little bucks and go put them in their pen right now. I got a little feed for them. I'm gonna leave the dogs food over here. We're not gonna feed them yet because I'm gonna feed the goats again.
Isn't it funny how Smeagol and he's always in on all the action?
Always. All right, let's get these bucks in their pen before all the mother goats come to the gate.
Okay.
Fresh water.
Cord Leesky is handling this situation very well.
Yeah, until he gets the water hose. Ooh, look, water hose. I didn't know it was here for 2 years, but now I'm gonna mess with it.
He said, no, I'm gonna pee on it first. He marked it.
All right, let's see if we can get in this gate. You're gonna have to keep them goats from following me. Actually, yeah. Out behind you.
Stay out.
Yeah, they're coming.
Stay. Get back. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job, Cora. Good job. Yes, Leesky. Good job. Good job. Now what?
So like this is like the rides at the carnival. Now I'm just gonna get them out.
Why don't you just?
They look small, but they're actually pretty heavy. I wouldn't want to try to lift this.
Well, I can lift one side.
That's fine. I got them. There's one.
No. Good boy. Good boy. Stay back. Good boy.
Buddy, jump. Super goat.
He said, "Oh, there's ladies over here." New one.
Jump. That works, I guess. All right, here's your food. What's wrong?
They're more interested in the girls.
I know.
Look.
What if those girls think that they're cuter than the boy, the New Zealand buck we got in here?
I doubt it. Look at
Oh,
that
look,
one.
he's already smelling them. That's, what's her name?
That is Tawny, isn't it?
No.
Ginger.
Ginger. Look, these kids, oh, there's water dripping. We got fresh water up there, but this one tastes better.
Well, this one's new. Everybody likes drinking out of the hose.
We'll have the toast one up by tomorrow.
That was the best thing as living in the country as a country kid, going out and drinking out of the water
When you're out
hose.
there playing all day long, getting dirty, and the best tasting things when you get to the water hose and get a drink.
Yeah.
So we haven't fed the dogs yet, because we knew that they would want to come down here and check out these butts. So
That
let's
is.
hope these little bucks can't jump the fence. You see the New Zealand buck? Where's he at? Or is he still eating?
That's so funny.
Like, this is like a new playground with chicks.
Well, those three have been in here with all these girls, but
That's right.
yeah, the one on the furthest side over there is the one we got from the front pen. Look at him. He's like, how can I get in there with them girls? He's like, I smell new girls. Where is the new? Oh, he's over there chasing girls. He's hot on that.
I did witness him doing his job this morning. So, from 5 months from now, today's the 1st, so what? November 1st, December, January, February, March. We should have babies around the 1st of March.
Spring.
Springtime.
Spring babies.
Yeah, what is it, March 17th is St. Patrick's Day? Alright, let's,
Cora says, can I get fed now?
look, let me see this. He's
hot and heavy on that one.
the New Zealand is doing his job. So, I won't show too much more of that because I know some of you got kids and grandkids watching, but that's life on the farm.
Hey, our kids learned it at a very young age.
Don't want to get too graphic, but you guys get the point. But anyways, I'm going to try to get this wagon out of here. We're going to wrap up this video and go feed the goats again, and then so we can feed Leesky and Cora. All right, I'm ready. And hold on. All right, come on.
Okay.
Let's go eat. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to see if these goats get out or not. I don't think they will. They're still kind of little, but goats will amaze you on fencing sometimes, so we'll just have to come to watch them and see. But I think the dogs are getting hungry. I gotta turn this water off before I forget too. Anyways, guys, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, leave a comment, like this video, and we'll see you next time. Y'all don't get in too much trouble.